Have you ever felt like your own worst critic? Imagine if you could just turn it around and be your own biggest cheerleader instead. If that sounds like you, welcome to Grounded Conversations. For those who are new here, I'm Liv, and today we're talking about how important it is to be your own cheerleader and how to be your biggest fan. Because I know for me, I kind of struggled before with just like negative self-talk and kind of just beating myself up about things and being way too hard on myself when actually I should be the one supporting myself and lifting myself up and just cheering myself on. So if that sounds like you and sounds like something you need help with, carry on listening and we'll talk all about today why it's so important to be your own biggest cheerleader, why it's important to self-encourage, and also tips on how to be your own biggest fan, because I know it can be kind of hard, especially when it feels like you're stuck in a loop of just being negative and just being down on yourself a lot of the time. So today we're going to go through all of that and just see what works best for you and how you can support yourself and be your own biggest cheerleader and your own biggest fan, like I said before. So why does being your own biggest fan and being your own biggest cheerleader matter? So when you do cheer yourself on and support yourself, it can actually help your resilience. So being self-confident and being your own self, like your own cheerleader and just encouraging yourself can help you overcome things when things are hard, because you believe that you can overcome them and you believe that you can kind of just get through everything. And alongside that, it can also help your confidence, because if you have faith in yourself and fully believe that you can do something and that you can overcome anything, your confidence will build as well. And you'll actually find that the more your confidence builds, the more you can go and accomplish things, because you start to believe, oh, actually, if I can do that thing, I can definitely do the other thing I want to do as well. And so instead of just thinking of all the things you want to do and all your dreams and thinking, oh, I'm not going to be able to accomplish them, you start to realize, actually, I can, and you start to believe in yourself that you can accomplish them. But obviously, you need to be able to know how to encourage yourself in order to do that. So that's a very important reason why self-cheerleading matters, and also just for motivation. Because if you can root for yourself and if you can fully support yourself, you will accomplish your dreams and more just because you can believe them. Because nothing is impossible as long as you believe it isn't, if that makes sense. If you believe that you can do anything and that you can accomplish and do anything, you can and you will. You just have to encourage yourself and get in the mindset that you can. What is self-talk, for those for those wondering? So self-talk is just kind of what you say in your head to yourself, or even like just how you kind of react to things that you do yourself and what you think of yourself. I know I definitely do this. When I make a mistake, instead of being like, oh no, it's okay, like straight away, my head goes, oh, that was stupid, I shouldn't have done that. And it goes straight to negative talk, when you have to kind of get rid of that and change it into more positive self-talk in order to kind of help encourage yourself, which I'll get into more in a moment. But recognizing negative self-talk. So think about how you think of yourself. Do you think, I'll use examples of what I've done before. Do you think that you're good enough for things, that you can accomplish whatever you want? Or does your head kind of go, I can't do that, I'm not able to do that? And very much like saying things like, I'm not, I can't, or things along those lines. I'm not smart enough to do that, I'm stupid, I'm this, I'm that. And I think it's so important to be able to recognise those things. I know it might sound a bit shit, honestly, just thinking those things and just thinking bad about yourself, honestly, because a lot of the time you kind of get those thoughts and then you kind of just like dismiss them straight away, which I get, because obviously you don't want to just listen to all the negative stuff that's going on in your head. But if you're able to kind of acknowledge the thought and be like, okay, my head just said this, actually that's not true, because you kind of have to reframe it and you have to kind of rethink your thoughts sometimes. Because I know something I do is like, let's say I made a mistake, just like a simple mistake, and then my head goes, I shouldn't have done that, I'm stupid. I will then like acknowledge the thought and be like, actually, I'm not stupid. I'm allowed to make a mistake. I'm human. That's okay. And it's just kind of giving yourself the power and the freedom to recognize that the thought is negative and being able to say, no, that's not true. This is true instead. And then just saying the positive afterwards. Or even just being like, I'm not good enough. Being like, actually, no, I am good enough. I can definitely do this. I can definitely do more. A way I kind of like reframe my negative thoughts as well. If I think, oh, I can't do this, I think back to all the times you thought you couldn't do something, then you did it and then realised it wasn't that bad. Because even like I used to get like really, really, really bad stage fright. But when I joined my old acting group, it got better because I was not necessarily forced, but I put myself in situations that I didn't think I was good enough for or didn't want to be in. And then realised, actually, I just did that. That wasn't that bad at all. I am able to do that. I just have to believe in myself and tell myself that I can. So recognize any negative and bad thoughts that you think, and just recognize them and tell them to go away, or tell them you're not true. Which I know sounds insane because it's literally just you talking in your head to yourself. But honestly, it works so much. Or even, I feel like another way to get rid of these negative thoughts is if you just imagine them going away in some way. So I know some people, if they're like meditating, they imagine their thoughts as clouds, and then all the positive clouds they keep in their imaginary sky, and then all the negative ones they kind of imagine it just like blowing away in the wind. And you can do the same. My grandma taught me that she imagines a tree. So she imagines a tree and then imagines all her thoughts and leaves on the tree, and things she can't control, or things that aren't true or are negative, things she can't control or are negative. She imagines the leaves of the tree just falling off the tree, and then all the positive ones and all the ones that are true stay on the tree, and it's like a beautiful little picture. But I mean, if that all seems a bit like, oh, I don't know if those will necessarily work, you can always try writing down your thoughts. Just like sit with yourself for a moment, write down all your negative thoughts or whatever you're thinking, and then take all the negative ones and just rip them up and throw them away. Because then you're physically seeing the thoughts go away, and you're physically saying, these aren't true. They're now gone. They're now gone forever. They're literally destroyed. Like, you've literally physically destroyed them. So if the other ones seem a bit too like, I don't think that's going to work, Liv, honestly, write down your thoughts and just rip them up. I mean, you can probably burn them, but just because fire safety, I feel like I shouldn't recommend that. But yeah, write down your thoughts, rip them up, get rid of them, gone forever, don't need to worry about them again. And something else which can kind of help countering negative thoughts as well is just having daily affirmations. So taking time out to say daily to yourself positive things. Being like, I'm amazing, I'm beautiful, I'm good enough, I can do anything I want to today. I'm amazing, I'm brilliant. Like, whatever you want to say to yourself. Even if it's just while you're getting ready, if you're just saying it in your head, I'm gonna have a good day today. I'm really smart, I'm really this, I can do whatever I want to do. I know for me, I do find it hard to kind of like remember to say daily affirmations, because I think a lot of people, when they do talk about daily affirmations, you kind of imagine them just sat in a mirror, just saying it out loud for like 5 minutes a day, and that can feel quite awkward and can feel quite like I don't really want to do that. It doesn't really feel like me. So I know for me, instead of just sitting in the mirror and talking at myself these random affirmations, which I do think can help, and it has helped me sometimes, just looking at myself in the mirror like, you've got this, you're gonna have a good day, yes. Because I know like Mel Robbins, I think, I'm not wrong, but I'm pretty sure she said before that she looks in the mirror and high fives herself in the mirror, just as a little encouragement, which is also like a little fun idea if anybody wants to try it. But I know for me, because I do find it hard to just say it to myself out loud. Sometimes it's fine if I'm really really stressed or really worried about something. I do end up talking to myself like, no, you've got this, you're amazing, you're here for a reason, you're in the right place, everything's fine. But because I do sometimes find it a bit awkward in a way, I instead downloaded an affirmations app, and then on this app it tells me like how many affirmations I want a day, and then I get notifications sent through to my phone and just random affirmations, and I can choose the topics. So if you do kind of struggle with it, maybe even if it's just like setting alarms, just like set an alarm of like, or like, you're doing amazing, you're doing great, you're in the right place, you're doing the right thing, and just do them that way. And I find when I used to try to do daily affirmations every day, this was like during lockdowns, this was like a bit ago, but I printed out like 200 affirmations, and I tried to sit there and read out every single affirmation in the morning and the evening, and it just didn't work because there were so many, it didn't work like at all. So I recommend if you do want to try just saying daily affirmations, whether in the morning, in the evening, try to just pick 5 to 10, because that's like a good kind of amount that you can kind of stay up with and kind of keep doing. So even if you say to yourself, right, after, like, even if you like, I kind of try to say daily affirmations in my head while I'm cleaning my teeth, because then I'm doing 2 things at once, so I don't forget to do it. So I clean my teeth and then like say in my head, I'm gonna have a great day today, I'm doing great, I look great, everything's gonna go well. And it kind of helps me just make sure that I am encouraging myself and being positive to myself without the pressure of being like, shit, I need to do my affirmations before I leave the house, but I'm already in a rush. Because then you're doing it with something you already do every day by cleaning your teeth. It's like habit stacking, which is actually really helpful. But I'm not going to get into that today because it's nothing. But also, alongside either having like notifications on your phone with affirmations or saying it to yourself, but obviously don't overdo it, you can always get post-it notes or just a piece of paper or something and write on the post-it notes affirmations. So like, you're going to have a good day today, or stick it on the breakfast cereal you have every day, or you're going to do great. So you can just like write write down as many affirmations as you want on like individual post-it notes, then just stick them around your house or around your room, or even just like put them in your bag or something, but put them in places that you see or that you like look at every day, because then without even trying, they're already there and you don't need to think about doing it because you'll just read them. And then before you know it, your head will start filtering out negative thoughts for you because you'll start thinking the positive ones instead. I mean, I have a small like mirror for my, well, that I do like my skincare and makeup in, and I have a sticker on that says, I think it says like love yourself first, and then there's another one at the bottom that says something else. But because I look in that mirror every day, I end up reading the affirmations every day without even thinking about it. Same with the ones on my phone, because I'm not thinking about sitting down to purposely do affirmations or anything. I end up seeing them more and doing more with them because I'm not overthinking the affirmations, because I know it doesn't always work for some people. I wanted to share some practical tips that can help you encourage yourself more and become your own cheerleader, like I said at the start. So when I was making my notes for this, I was reading something online about just things that can help you encourage yourself. And one of the things said, make your dreams realistic, which I get, because I think in order to kind of have confidence in yourself, you do kind of have to set realistic goals and things that you can achieve and can definitely do. At the same time, you're your biggest cheerleader for a reason. So if you have big dreams and if you have things that other people find unrealistic or unaccomplishable, the only person that's going to fully cheer you on is you. While it is important to kind of set smart goals that have like time specific measurements and are specific or achievable, it's also so important for you to be the one person that fully supports you and fully believes that you can achieve your goals and that you can achieve these things that other people don't understand and don't get, because they're your dreams for a reason. So if you're not going to support them, and if you're not going to believe in yourself, who is? So I think it's important to fully believe in yourself and your unrealistic dreams and these big dreams that you have, but create more realistic steps to get there. So for instance, if you wanted to be a millionaire, but you'd have like, yeah, let's just use that as an example. If you wanted to be a millionaire, you're not going to be able to be that in a week, really. But if you set realistic goals and be like, okay, actually, I want to be a millionaire within 5 years' time, and then research and put and get like specific, measurable, achievable steps in order to get there, then you're setting the realistic steps while still supporting the dreams and goals that other people find unachievable. Because if you do say to yourself, oh, I'm going to do this achieve this massive goal within a week, when you don't, it can feel quite demotivating. So it is important to set realistic goals, because when you do accomplish them and when you prove to yourself that you can do them, your confidence goes up so much and you feel a lot more motivated and believe in yourself and a lot more confident. But at the same time, nobody else is going to believe in these dreams, and they're your dreams for a reason. Nobody else will understand them. So if you're not going to accomplish them, who is? If you're not going to believe in them, who is? So fully believe and support in yourself that it will happen, because nothing is impossible if you believe that it's possible. If you believe that you can do something, you'll be surprised at how much power you actually have. Because if you fully believe, actually, I can go and do that, I will go and do that, and you do it, you'll do that and more. You'll go further than you think. I mean, even like me with this podcast, I think this is the 25th episode now. And when I started it, I honestly thought that I was going to end up giving it up. Thought it was going to go really bad or nobody would listen. But actually, that didn't happen. And we've got listeners in like 19 different countries, which is crazy. All of you listening now. And like, when I started this, if you told me that, I think I probably would have laughed. I wouldn't have believed you. But then because I have continued to be resilient and continue to kind of say to myself, no, we're going to release another episode. We're going to carry on and carry on, because we don't know. I have dreams and goals for this podcast, which I don't really tell anybody. But because I believe that can happen, and because I'm trying to show up for myself and trying to do these things and proving to myself that I can accomplish them, that I can release an episode every week and all this stuff, my confidence is built because of that. So if there's something you want to achieve or something you want to do, just do it, because it's not going to not work unless it doesn't exist. And if you don't believe in it, it's never going to work. So just believe in yourself, believe in whatever you want to do, and just push yourself to do it, because honestly, you'll get a lot more further than you think. And also celebrate little wins. Celebrate yourself. Celebrate the things you've accomplished. And even if it's just something little or small that nobody else really cares about, if it's something you're proud of and something that you've done really well in. Take yourself out for dinner, take yourself out for a drink, buy yourself a little present or a little cake and celebrate. Like invite your friends on and be like, oh, can we just celebrate this little thing I did? Yeah, just show to yourself that you matter and that what you want to do and the things that you've achieved matter, and show up for yourself and get yourself little presents. And even like going back to the goals thing and like setting unrealistic but achievable goals and stuff like that from earlier. If you say to yourself, oh, I'm going to, for instance, like me, I want to learn to play the guitar. So I said to myself, once I can play 2 songs on the guitar, I'm going to buy myself a chocolate bar. And I want to try and learn 2 songs by the end of this month, which I don't think is that unachievable. But you have to just set the goals to yourself and say to yourself, I'm going to do that. And then once I've done it and I'm going to feel really proud of myself, I'm going to get myself a little treat. Because honestly, just because you deserve it, why not? And also practice self-compassion. Be kind to yourself. Be understanding, kind, and accepting of yourself. Because you just need to be your own best friend. If something doesn't work, if something in your life fails or something goes wrong, that's okay. Give yourself grace and understand that that's okay. And think to yourself, if this was my best friend going through the same situation, what would I say to them? Because I think when it's ourselves, we're going to be so hard on ourselves and beat ourselves up so much. Then if the same thing was happening to our friend, we'd be so much more graceful about it and so much more understanding and kind towards them. So treat yourself in the same way and be kind to yourself. And also create a strong support system. Surround yourself with friends that do support you and do uplift you. And yeah, just surround yourself with people that believe in you as well, because that can honestly do wonders. So I think it is so important to learn how to acknowledge negative self-talk, but change it into positive ones, and practice daily affirmations. Believe in yourself and believe in your dreams and cheer yourself on because nobody else is, and be your own best friend. So this week, if you guys can, before I see you all again next Tuesday, try and practice one of the things that I mentioned in this episode, whether it is daily affirmations, celebrating something you've done. I know it's like the end of exam season, so if you've just done exams, go get yourself a treat. Go like, even if it's just like a little chocolate bar or something, just get yourself something to say well done to yourself. And then be kind to yourself. Just be nice. Buy yourself flowers sometimes just because you want to. And just be nice. Because you are so capable and so worthy of everything you want to do and everything you want to create. And honestly, the more you support yourself and the more you believe in yourself and cheer yourself on, you'll be amazed at how much you can actually accomplish. So cheer yourself on this week. I will see you all next Tuesday. Have an amazing week, everybody. Thank you all so much for listening. Bye bye.